So we brought your car up here from Texas.
Yep.
Finally got that dog here, right?
Yep.
What a monster that was to bring up here.
Now it's in its resting place.
That's where it's going to stay, right there, huh?
Probably forever.
For about 6 months at least, right?
Or 6 years.
Okay, what are we looking at over here, Daryl? What's going on? With the frame, bud.
Let's eat it.
Z-bar, you know what that means, Dylan? What's Z-bar, dude? What are you talking? Okay, so you put it on. You took the front section, put it on top of the other one.
Yep.
Looks like you have a few visitors over here.
Yeah.
Got some rat shit going on there, bud. I mean, I know it's a rat rod, but
right.
We got to get that deep into it, Daryl.
Yeah.
We got to get that deep into it to show the rat shit.
No, I mean there's not rat shit everywhere.
Yeah. I mean, rat rod, rat shit. You know.
Yeah.
What's going on with this motor mount action over here? Did you make that, Daryl?
Yeah.
Okay.
I've got a little support gusset up underneath it.
Looks like we got a situation on the roof here, bud.
Yeah.
Kind of caved in on you when you were chopping it up?
Yeah.
Is that your first chop or what?
First bubble top chop.
Got brand new joints here, is that what I'm looking at?
Yeah.
Tie rod in?
Yeah, brand new tires. That's the kit I told you. It's much
Okay, so it's
heavy.
designed for this car.
Yep, and it reduces bump steer. Like I said, I tried to do it a little different. I actually cut it in 6 pieces. Because I wanted my rear window to be
Straight all the way,
I didn't want
same
it,
size all the way around.
Yeah, I didn't want it to turn into a little quarter window.
Were you gonna paint this thing eventually or just leave it rusted?
I was gonna paint it.
What are you thinking about all this action going on, this chop channel section action on the frame here, Dylan? What do you think, dude?
Hope it all lined up.
So you got a lot of stuff that goes with this thing, huh?
Oh yeah.
Looks like it's a lot of work, dude. A lot of work. Okay, so I'm saying that thing sits what? How tall are you? About 5'10", 5'11"?
Yeah.
I'm thinking that thing sits about 4.5 feet off the air, dude. All right, so this is your basic rat rod fucking build job that says, you know what? I started something and I ain't gonna finish it because it's way too much fucking work and it's too far gone. So I'm gonna go ahead and try to sell the bitch and see what I can get for it. That's basically what we're looking at here. Is it an easy build? Is it an easy build? I don't know. Monster that was to bring up here.
Now it's in its resting place.
That's where it's gonna stay, right there, huh?
Probably forever.
For about 6 months at least, right?
Or 6 years. No, I actually committed to get that thing done at a certain time, which I think is a mistake.
Well, you don't even have your other car done yet, dude.
I know, dude. That's what worries me.
Let's go look at that car. I want to get a good angle on it, buddy.
Welcome to D.I.Y. Automotive School with my friend Pete and Minnie, the body shop girl. It's everything you need to know about cars and more.
our guy Mitch's place, and this is his shop where he does everything. He's got some pretty nice equipment. We see he's got a couple brakes and bends and tools over here. What is this, a shear?
That's a foot shear, yep.
Wow. What are you using that for, Mitch?
Building ductwork.
Oh, okay, so this is your ductwork action going on right here, but you can use it for a lot of other stuff too, right?
Yep.
Okay, and then you got your all your equipment for plumbing.
Small equipment, yep.
All right, you got your little motorcycle here. You did a swap out on that, right?
Yes, sir.
This is a swap out bike?
Yep.
A Triumph?
Triumph, triple speed.
Oh, okay.
Speed triple.
Now, that's a nice bike, actually.
Yeah, it's a nice
Huh.
bike.
I didn't know it was a Triumph. I thought it was like some Suzuki or something.
No.
Who the hell would take a Triumph motorcycle and paint it hot pink, dude?
Some chick.
Oh, so that was a girl's bike?
Yeah, have you ever seen American Gladiators?
No.
Never saw the show American Gladiators?
No.
They're like steroid-induced.
Right.
guys.
Okay, so what's
They beat up on the average Joes. It was like a reality show.
and some girl owned this?
The one of the chicks that was on the
Show?
one of the Gladiators owned this thing.
Oh, so that was her bike?
Yep.
Now,
She cried when she gave it to me.
Now, how did you get a hold of it?
I did some work for her.
She couldn't pay for it?
No, she's like,
Being on a TV show? I mean, I thought you make millions of dollars on TV shows, buddy.
she's got money.
But she didn't want to pay.
She
wanted-
was trying to sell the bike,
Oh, okay.
and it was just an easy deal.
Does she live up here?
Well, she lives in West Palm Beach.
How the hell did you get it up here?
Well, she owns a house up here in Aspen.
Wow, so I guess she does make money then,
Yeah.
being an American Gladiator.
Yeah,
Wow.
exactly.
Okay, so this is your rotisserie right here. I guess
bet.
you just
took
put
the
your frame.
off it.
All right,
Just
nice rotisserie action going on. I like that. Let's take a look at your car and see what you got, bud. All right, what's going on, dude? What do you got here, buddy?
It's big fat tires. No, it's a big block Chevy. 454, all punched out.
Now, when you say punched out, what do you mean punched out?
It's bored out and stroke.
Oh, it's bored and stroke, so that's a stroker engine.
Yes, sir.
So it's kind of like a 383 stroker, but a big
Exactly.
block.
It's a 504.
504.
Yep.
What's these, bud? What's all this stuff?
So we're doing coil on plug.
Okay, so you got one coil per plug.
Yes, sir.
That means that your distributor or timing's down in here somewhere. Is that
Yeah, I
right?
haven't. There's a toothed gear that goes on the front of your harmonic
Okay.
balancer and a sensor that's going to go right there.
Right, but you're missing a bolt here, dude.
Yeah, I know. I broke that off. I'm not missing it. It's right here, Pete.
What happened, dude?
Well, I got a little aggressive on the old
Torque wrench?
torque wrench.
Huh.
Snap that bitch.
So did
right
you
off.
try to torque it down or what?
Yeah.
Now that looks like some high-tech bolt that you probably would have bought online.
Yeah, I think I paid like $65.
$65 for a bolt made in China that busted on you.
Yeah.
Wow. Then we got the situation of an oil pan here. Didn't you have a problem going on with your oil pan or something?
Yeah, that's the third oil pan right there.
That's the third oil pan that you put in here. Why, dude?
Well, because on a Corvette you don't have a lot of clearance to begin
Right.
with. First, I got the wrong generation big block pan, and then I got a pan that was too deep, so it was hitting because I'm putting rack and pinion steering.
Okay, so
on.
that's not factory original steering on this.
No, it's a rack.
Okay, so that oil pan is specifically designed for this steering component.
Yep.
All right, and what happened with the other oil pans? I guess you're stuck with them, huh?
Yep.
eBay items.
I eBayed
Huh.
them. Yep.
What do we got on the transmission, Mitch? What's going on,
Got
bud?
our Richmond 6-speed.
Wow. Now, is that brand new or is it rebuilt or what?
No, I've actually bought it used from a guy down in Tucson
So what makes this transmission better than the stock factory one, bud?
because I have more gears.
So what's the original factory transmission? It's a 4-speed?
4-speed, yeah. So I can get. I have a 355 rear end,
Okay.
and then with the first gear being so low, it's more like a 490 rear end.
Oh, wow.
And then I got in the 6th gear.
So it's kind of like a granny gear truck transmission.
Yep.
But this is made for basically racing. You put it
Yep.
in first and you're gone, right?
Yeah. And then I still have overdrive, so I'm not
Right.
riding the piss out of my motor on the highway.
So it's a 4-speed overdrive granny gear transmission.
basically.
Would you call that a truck transmission?
Yep.
Really?
Oh, I would, yep. Or, like if it was in a truck, they'd call it a 4+2.
Uh-huh.
So you got the first gear low that you never use,
Right.
and then you got your overdrive.
So what kind of fuel injection you got here? Is that called throttle body or what?
Well, this here's the throttle body, yeah.
Uh-huh.
And then I got my fuel rail with my injectors on each cylinder.
Oh wow, so it's a independent fuel injection system?
Yes, sir, yeah.
Mixed with the throttle body.
I'm gonna do sequential, not batch fire, sequential fire on the coil and the
Now explain
injectors.
to us what that means, dude. What's sequential?
Well, a lot of times what they'll do, like Ford does batch fire, where they literally fire half and half.
Oh, so it goes back and forth automatically?
Yep, and the same thing with the plugs. They call it a waste spark, where they'll actually fire two coils at the same time. But what I'm gonna do is fire the injector when it needs fuel, and I'm gonna fire the coil when it needs spark. Unlike a lot of
Okay, so is that some special trick, or is that just that system?
That's the system I'm going with.
Anything else special about your engine besides your fuel injection, big block, stroker motor job?
Aluminum heads, you know.
Now what kind of heads you got running? Are they big valve heads? What's the deal?
Yeah, I got some pretty.
Poured and polished or what?
No, well, light polish.
Yeah. What's the specialty about having the high-tech heads versus stock factory?
Well, you know, the whole end, you can get the engine to breathe better. So you're getting more fuel in and getting the exhaust out.
Right.
So, I mean, it's just like if you ran around the block with a rag in your mouth, you couldn't frickin' run as fast as if you did with the rag out of your mouth. So the faster you can get the air and the fuel in and out.
So it's all air-fuel mixture with your heads?
You bet, yep.
Okay, there's a lot of people who probably disagree with you, and they'll go into the angle of, you know, your head's got more to do with it than your pistons and your crankshaft and all this other shit. You know how motor heads are.
You know what, Pete?
What's up?
Doesn't matter. No matter what you say in life, somebody's gonna always disagree with you, especially on the internet.
Especially on YouTube, buddy.
There's gonna be guys that, you don't do this and you need to do this, but you know what it is?
You must be talking forums now.
Yeah.
That's another day and another story. Let's get back to your car, bro.
Okay.
Okay.
I
Because we all know about forums.
I could yell about that for like 3 hours.
I know, because we all know about forums, okay? Everybody's an online professional, but everybody that's on the online professional's never done this before in their life.
That's because they never got out of their mom's basement.
Exactly, or out of their closet.
Exactly.
So what's going on with your suspension, bud?
So going all tubular on the suspension.
Now what kind of brand is this? Is this some high-tech brand?
No.
Or no-name shit that you got on the internet that does the same thing to save you money?
Exactly. And what this is, Pete, this is actually a front end off an Impala.
So that's Impala front suspension that you put on a Corvette.
Yep.
Now how the hell can you do that, dude? That doesn't even make sense.
Because the Impala.
What's going on there? Because if I was on a forum, I'd say you're stupid and crazy.
Yeah, I know. I've heard that a lot.
Yeah. What makes an Impala front suspension work on a Corvette, dude?
Because they're exactly the same.
Identically, exactly same, same measurement, same everything.
Everything. The only difference is the right is the left and the left is the right.
Oh, so you got to transfer them around, flip them.
All you got to do is flip these bars around right here, and you got yourself literally like this upper control arm is like $1,000 if it says Corvette on it.
Really?
If it says Impala on it, you can buy the whole fucking front end for like $250.
So you're telling me
the exact same.
You're telling me this is a 1987 Impala front end on a 1969 Corvette?
Basically, yes.
Really?
Yes.
So it's an updated situation.
Yep.
I'm looking at those bottom control arms. Those things are beefed up and pretty heavy duty, bud.
Yep.
Is that Impala too, or no?
It is.
Everything is.
Yep.
So this is designed. Now, when you bought this front suspension, was it already designed for airbag suspension or what?
No. And
or did you said you were going to use airbag?
I was.
So you're not going airbag?
No, I changed my mind. Because the car is going to be super fast, or at least I hope it is.
You don't want to be riding like a rock.
Yeah, not only that, but if I blow out an airbag at 100 miles an hour, I'm dead.
Yeah. What kind of suspension are you going with, Mitch?
So I'm going back to the coilover.
Okay, coilover shocks.
Coilover shock. Yep.
Now, is that going to be like a special tune shock that you can tune, or is it just a coilover shock that you throw in there, maybe buy from AutoZone or Walmart or something, dude?
No Walmart shocks.
Yeah.
I actually, I got these Ride Tech coilover shocks.
Okay, so this is Ride Tech?
Yeah.
Okay. What makes them better than the other guy?
They make a whole system for Corvettes.
Okay, so you bought the whole four-corner suspension system from them, so it's all, you know, a matching tuned port type situation job, basically.
Yep. Essentially, I bought the shocks, and then I bought this. And when I bought these, I bought them from somebody who...
Bought them before?
No, I bought them from a retailer, but he was a Fox.
Okay,
he was
so
a Fox shock dealer.
Oh, Fox shock?
Yeah, and they're the ones that actually make these things.
Really?
If you look on here, see?
There it is.
It
right
says
there,
Fox. So
it's like on my mountain bike.
yeah, exactly. And they buy these things and then they just put their cheap ass sticker on them.
Exactly.
So if you buy it from Ride Tech, you're gonna pay a shit ton more. So if you you buy the Fox shock.
So you're kind of like a guy that likes to save money. You do your P's and Q's
Hey, look
before
at
you
this.
order.
It's the other half of that bolt.
Is that $69 bolt?
That's my.
That high-tech $69 bolt, huh?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Keep that for a souvenir, bud.
Yeah.
Hardened steel my ass, right?
Yeah.
Huh. What's going on with these, dude?
Well,
What's up?
These are what I was going to use for my bag system.
On the whole car, all four
Yeah, and
corners?
essentially, if you look, it just takes the place of the
Right.
the spring.
It's called a shockwave, I think.
This would be similar to a shockwave, but
Once again, it's not air ride technology.
right, exactly.
But that's their version of
Yeah,
shockwave.
and if you do this, dude, this is the way to do it. Don't buy the shockwave. Go buy yourself a coil-over shock, and then stick these bags on it. These bags are like, they're super good bags too.
Right.
But they're like
Are they
100.
Firestone?
They're an off-brand.
Right.
But they're only like $180 a piece.
Versus $200 or $300
So
for
if you
air
buy
ride.
yourself, you know, $100 coil-over shock and stick this bag on it, you got yourself.
Now,
a
you wouldn't
shockwave.
use the coil-over spring. You don't use those in sequence, am I right?
Not together.
Right, that's what I'm saying here. You gotta explain it, you know, because we don't want to go to the forum, dude. We don't want to end up on some forum and make ourselves look like jackasses.
Well, we might be doing that anyhow.
Well, that's true. That's true, bud. Okay, so you got your fuel tank here.
Yep.
Now, what's the deal on that?
Well, you know, because I'm going fuel injected. You gotta put a high pressure fuel pump in the tank.
So is that a special tank or what,
Yes, sir,
dude?
It is.
Now, what makes that so special from the factory tank, buddy?
Well, because I got the fill, and then you have your fuel pump, and then your sending unit.
So your fuel pump's going right here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And now is that that's a special tank from
Yes,
a company
sir.
that you bought?
Yeah.
Now, what kind of fuel pump are you using? Is it an in-tank, like let's say a Mustang style?
Yeah, exactly. It's a Mustang style.
Yeah, because that's pretty much the norm for these conversions. Is the Mustang fuel pump. What pressure are you running, bud?
I think it's 80 psi.
80 psi. Now, you're on these Corvette forums, am I correct?
Occasionally.
Yeah. And these guys kind of slander you and they tell you you're doing stuff wrong and
Right.
blah, blah, blah.
Yep.
Okay, that's why we're going over this, to clear your name from being a jerk off, see? All right, what's up with your headers? Are these stainless steel or
Yes,
are they?
sir. Yeah, they're good headers.
Now, these are stainless steel.
Yes, sir.
Now, why are you going stainless steel instead of powder coated, bud? What's the difference?
Well,
Because you don't see them, so why would you get them for looks?
right, exactly.
What's the difference?
They're gonna, the stainless steel will blew out, but it'll last more, than a painted or something
Right.
like that. And I don't care if they blew up.
Now, are they cheaper to buy the stainless steel one versus the powder coated one, the ceramic coated?
The ceramic coated ones are more money, yeah.
Yeah.
These are pretty good, and I like them.
Are you going to wrap them or are you going to leave them like that?
I'm gonna leave them like they are.
Okay, we're really not done with the suspension because a Corvette has independent suspension on it. When we say independent suspension, you can see this got 2 drive shafts. Okay, and then you got independent control arms, basically like a Volkswagen. Now, are these the original control arms that you got here, or are these some high-tech factory stuff going on?
They're not factory original.
Okay.
Because I'm lowering the car.
Uh-huh.
It's kind of screwing with the stock geometry.
Okay.
Plus, like getting wider tires,
Right.
and so they're not only adjust for the geometry change of lowering the car, but they also are a little bit offset, so I can run a bigger meat tire on it.
Is this a adjustable suspension right here? Is that a factory deal on a Corvette, or is that something that's extra?
It's
Aftermarket.
It's aftermarket.
So that fine-tunes your suspension for your camber adjustment or toe-in or what have you. Is that what?
All of the above, yep.
Okay. All right, let's go over your frame, dude. You had this thing sandblasted, and, and then you were going to have it powder coated.
Yep.
And you were going to waste a lot of money doing that. My friend Pete told you, why do you want to powder coat it when you're not even going to see it, and you can use some very good, high-quality acrylic enamel paint to paint it. So you went ahead and painted it. Now, the way you painted it was pretty ingenious, I might say, because you made yourself some kind of spray gun to get inside the frame. So even the inside of this frame is painted as well. What did you do to do that?
I just took a little weed sprayer from Home Depot and then took some airline and made myself a 3 or 4 foot line.
And then stuck it in there and just started splattering away.
Spraying the hell out of it. I just let it drain out of there and just coated the hell out of it.
And I like the way the finish came out. That's a high-tech quality acrylic enamel. It's a nice semi-gloss flat black.
Yeah.
Not anything fancy, but once again, we're in the situation that says you got a nice high-tech, high-performance vehicle here, and you saved yourself thousands of dollars by doing it a little cheaper. One of them was your airbag suspension. You went ahead and went aftermarket with that instead of the big name. You went ahead and got the control arms to go on an Impala. Doing your research, possibly, was that on a forum, or did you just do your own research and find that out yourself?
I did actually find it on a forum, believe it or not, but I found it on an Impala forum.
Really?
Yes.
So you were doing your research way beyond the Corvette forums where everybody thinks they know everything.
Right.
All right, now what year is this? Because I don't even know, dude.
It's a 1969.
69 Stingray?
Yes.
All right, so what else can you tell us? What's going on over here, Mitch? What is this? Oh, I guess that's for your steering linkage.
Yep, that's part of the rack.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, you said you went from what steering to the rack. What kind of steering usually comes on these cars?
They have like a power assist, you know, old school rack. Shit, I don't even know what they call it.
Kind of like the old Mustang type situations?
Yep, yeah, and it's really...
Real squirrely and...
It's really prone to leak.
Really?
And it's really sloppy.
Kind of like the old Mustang power steering jobs.
If you rebuild it and put it back to factory original, it's actually a pretty nice system, but they wear out quick.
Yeah. So this is basically a knockoff of, let's say, a Mustang 2 type front suspension.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
This is a Mustang 2 suspension system that bolts on and accommodates the Corvette.
Yep.
All right, Y2K.
Yep.
What's your next journey on this deal, dude? It looks like your drivetrain's done. Let's go to the wheels first. Hang on a minute. You called me up one time and said, man, I want to get some nice wheels.
Yeah.
I turned you on to a company called Budnick. You said they're expensive.
Yeah.
Where did you get these wheels? These are pretty nice, dude.
I just eBayed these wheels.
eBayed them. So these are knockoff aftermarket jobs or what?
Yeah. I just, when I looked at those Budnick wheels, I guess the biggest the reason why I didn't buy those, not so much
because they're not chrome.
Well, no, because I had to wait a year to get them. Yeah.
A year?
A year, yeah.
Why is that?
Because everybody wants them. They're cool
Really?
wheels, yeah.
So let me ask you this, dude. What was your cost on these Corvette wheels on the internet? After doing your research,
they were $140 a piece.
$140 a piece.
Yeah.
Versus what, $600 each or some shit?
Yeah. With lugs and valves.
That came with the lugs, the center caps, and everything.
Yep.
Now, did you get these tires on the internet as well, or what?
I bought these at Discount Tire here local.
Okay. Now you know that these wheels are going to be the correct offset, this, that, and the other.
Yep.
And you're not going to have a problem once you put your body on.
Exactly.
Is that what you're saying?
Yes, I am.
All right. You've done a great job on this, Mitch. I don't give a shit what the forum guy says. I'm here in person looking at it, and I can tell you, you not being a professional restore guy, you've done an awesome job, and it looks professional, dude. I think that this is going to be a show car all the way, and when you get it done, it's going to be a screaming demon, dude.
Thanks, Steve.
All right, so that's basically what Mitch has been doing over here on his Corvette. Possibly about a year's worth of work going into it. And you know, doing a great job hanging out in his shop and doing it right, because if he ain't doing it right, he's not gonna do it at all. Saving money on the internet is a situation that says, you know what, I'm not going to buy the high-tech stuff, and I'm not going to listen to what the forums say. I'm going to do my own research and do what I want to do to get her done and do it right. All right, dude, I see the body sitting here. It looks like it's been here a long time, buddy. What's going on, Mitch?
Hey, you're scratching the paint.
Yeah, what's up with the body, dude?
Well,
What drew you into doing an off-frame restoration like this, man? What's going on?
I'll tell you what, Pete, I wasn't going to do a off-frame. What I was going to do, when I bought this car, I bought it from a guy who had it for 18 years.
18 years?
Yes, sir.
Wow.
And it pretty much is exactly the way he didn't do. He did very little to it.
Because this car looks almost factory original, dude. It looks like it's been restored or it's never been restored. It looks like it's been well taken care of.
Yeah, and it sat in his garage, and he was going to restore. He spun a bearing in the motor. And that's one thing that I didn't say when we were talking about this. Is everything I'm putting on this car and taking off of it, I'm not modifying the frame or modifying the equipment to the point where somebody couldn't take it back to factory original. And all the parts coming off the car are going into this box right here, and that's the engine right there.
That's the original factory engine.
Yep.
In case, if you ever get rid of it and somebody wants to go back OEM original, there it is right there.
He'll have every part that
Do you really think after doing all this work, high-tech work, that somebody would go to that extreme?
No.
I don't think so.
But here again, if I'm selling this car and somebody wants to buy it, and I got all the factory shit going with it,
it's going to be worth more money. So that's what you're trying to say is if you take a car such as this, because I would say this is pretty much in the classification of possibly being a collector car, being a 69 Stingray, big block car at that, right?
Yep.
Is it a number matching big block
Yes,
car?
sir. Yes, sir.
It would be wise to keep everything that goes to the car original, so it would go with the car. So that's a pretty good idea, dude. What's going on with the body? What's next?
So, but anyhow, when I got it, I was only going to do just like a paint and polish type thing. I was just going to like clean it, paint the underside of the car, fix the motor, and get it running and driving again. But once I started doing all that, it's
one thing leads into another, turns into a domino effect, and the next thing you know, bam, there you are doing an off-frame restoration.
Right, exactly.
Basically.
Yep.
Are you excited about getting it done? If you had fun doing it?
Oh shit, yeah, man. It's so.
It just seems like you never have enough time to get on there and do it.
Yep.
That's what really sucks.
That's the way it goes.
There
Gotta
you
work.
go. What's going on with your body, dude? What's up?
Well, body's actually not in too bad a shape.
I'm looking at the paint job here, Mitch. It's not looking like a professional paint job.
No,
I see a lot of fisheyes going on. It looks like it's kind of shrinked back. Looks like it might have been painted in somebody's garage at home.
Yeah.
It doesn't really have that high gloss shine on it like you should and actually want. What's up with that idea?
No, it's got a total Earl Shrives paint job on it.
Yeah.
I mean, you can see where the guy painted, even painted the headlights.
Oh, okay, right. So he didn't really take his time off to professionally do it, right? Did the guy do it at home in his garage?
I have no idea, man.
Wow.
But yeah.
So what's your plans with it, dude? What's going on?
Well, we're gonna, once we get this thing, my frame running and driving.
Okay.
Then I'm gonna slide it back underneath here and drop the body back on it.
So what are you gonna do? You gonna go ahead and restore the bottom of the car as well before you put it back on the body, or what's going on, bud?
A little bit. What I did is before I have you can't really see it, but I wiped the bottom of the car. Somebody undercoated the thing.
Oh, they put that rubberized undercoating on it.
So I went through and took some MKE and I
took it all off.
Took it all off.
Wow.
Yeah.
I see it's got the factory marks still on the body there, dude. Are you
exactly.
You gonna leave those on there?
Yep.
Being a classic 69 that it is?
Yep.
That's pretty cool to have those because a lot of collectors like to see that, bud.
They get all wet over.
And you're saying that the whole bottom of this car was undercoated with rubberized undercoating. You took it all off.
Yeah, I didn't do the wheel wells, but those I think I'm just gonna re-undercoat.
Yeah. Now, hold on a minute. This isn't even a hardtop, dude. This is a convertible.
Yes,
I didn't even notice that.
Yeah.
So this is a convertible Corvette.
Yeah.
Okay, what's your plans on that, bud?
It actually has a brand new interior in it. That was one of the best things about the car. It's a little dirty right now.
Right. So it's got brand new seat covers, carpet kit, blah, 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 door panels,
Door
this, that, and the
panels,
other.
everything, yeah. I don't
Speaking
really
of doors, dude, we got a situation here. What's going on? Is that
But-
because the body's off here, buddy?
Yes, yeah, if you lift up on the back,
Okay.
that gap will close.
I was gonna say, dude, that's kind of far and beyond trying to adjust, buddy.
Yeah, we
You know what I'm saying?
lift that up.
Yeah. All right, so when do you think you're gonna have this plan going, bud, to get your car in gear, to get it down the road?
Well, hopefully I've got the body back on the frame by Christmas.
And then what's your next step after that?
Then it's paint. It's
Paint time.
ready.
Yeah, paint ready, dude. Sure, Mitch. Everybody says that, buddy. Everybody says
Well, I
that.
shouldn't say that. First I'm gonna get the body on, and then
You gotta wire it and run your brake lines. You gotta do it. You still got a lot of work ahead of you before it's paint
the brake
ready.
lines and everything are done, but like the wiring,
Yeah.
yeah. But you know what? Wiring's my deal, so that shouldn't take too long.
Yeah, you do a lot of nice work here, dude. You know, that's really the other thing that you gotta pay attention to is attention to detail. Because if you're not gonna have that attention to detail and keep it all clean, it's just gonna be a sloppy job. You're gonna have problems later on. Shit's gonna break down, and then you're gonna wonder why it is breaking down. You're not even gonna be blaming it on yourself. You'll be throwing it in somebody else's face and say it was their fault.
Yep,
Is that right?
that is correct.
You got a picture of your dream car here so we can look at it and see what colors
You bet.
you're going. Let's check this out, dude. So you see, Mitch, he's a type of guy that he wants shit done right, and the only way to get it done right is to do it himself. I think this is gonna be a badass ride when he gets done with it. Let's see what color or classification that he wants to put his car into when it's all done.
So this is what I'm going for.
Okay, that's not really a good picture, Mitch.
I know. I ran out of ink.
Right, but you're not gonna have red interior.
Yep.
Oh, you are?
No, I'm not. Black.
Because these seats look like they're kind of custom here.
Yeah, those are custom.
Okay, I like this angle right here. Now, do you have a Cal induction hood on yours?
Yes, sir.
Oh, really?
I bought one. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, so you're gonna paint it black, kind of put some red
Yep.
highlights on it. There's
Yep.
the wheels. That's
Yep.
looking pretty close. And what about that big exhaust coming out the side of the car?
Yeah, I'm actually getting.
I can't tell by the picture, but is that like molded into the door or something? Oh, the door's up here.
Yep.
Okay, so the exhaust is literally gonna go through the body of the car and then come
No,
out?
it actually comes out. There's a little. He
Okay.
made a little molded piece.
Maybe
right
you
there.
can email me a picture of the original picture so we
I'll
can
do
actually
that.
see what's going on, man. Shake your hand, make a friend. Thank you very much.
All right.
We got other things to do, and it's called septic tank time.
Exactly.
I hope you get nice and technical on that and do it the right way.
I will.
Like we got our car here going instead of the wrong way, bro.
Exactly.
Okay, buddy? All right. Anything else you want to tell anybody out there?
I'll tell you something.
Go ahead, dude.
Now you got me all confused, Pete. But what I always say about cars is, if you don't do it yourself, is it really your car?
That's true. That's true.
Did you just pay somebody to build you a car?
Right.
It's like when somebody says, "Oh, I built my house." Well, no, you hired somebody to build your house.
Okay, let me ask you this though. Let's go back to that and let me ask you a question. What if you can't do paint and body work?
Well, then.
Okay, hold on a minute. What if you can't do electrical or motor work, but you're a paint and body guy? Does that still classify you as I didn't build the car?
Not necessarily.
I mean,
think
my personal opinion is.
you have to know your limitations.
Right, there you go. Because my personal opinion is if you dip your hands in the situation, whether you do the drivetrain job or you do the paint and body job, you actually did build the car yourself because you got your hands dirty.
Right.
Is that what you're trying to say?
That's
here?
what I'm saying.
We don't want to slander anybody on
No.
forums or YouTube saying, if you go out and buy your car, fuck you.
Well, no, you have to know your limitations.
There you go, bud. All right, this is Pete, my friend Pete, your friend Pete. Mitch, you got a nice, beautiful ride here.
Thanks,
I think
Pete.
it's going to be awesome. I don't know when you're going to have it done. I'm speculating 2 years from now. Yeah, okay, keep laughing, buddy. I think to get your car where you want it, it's going to take you a couple years, dude, but whatever it takes, it's going to be a badass ride. And hopefully my friend Pete gets to ride in it or possibly drive it himself.
We'll do a burnout or two.
Yeah, okay, dude. We'll see you later.
Thank you.
Anything else you got to say to the forum guys?
No.
You don't have nothing to say to the forum guys? Because you sure bitch about them a lot on the phone, dude.
I know.
I don't blame you. I think forums suck too, bud.
They
All right?
do.
They suck.
Hey, they
All right.
they know everything.
Oh yeah, Mr. Forum guy. Especially the mediators, the ones that actually control whether you can say anything on there or not.
The best things are is every time I've listened to something that somebody's told me off a forum doesn't work.
Yeah. Great forums, huh, bud? There you go. You already got your brake lines run? I see and everything, huh?
Yep.
Wow. Stainless steel on that too, huh?
Yes, sir, yeah.
You think that's really necessary, or is that just more of a look thing?
Actually, if you're gonna go through the work, you might as well make them stainless.
Yeah, especially on a car like this, being a collector. Let me ask you the real hard question, because everybody probably wants to know this, because you know it's always about money, dude. How much do you think it's going to be worth when you get done with it, bud? How much could you sell this car for when it's all done?
That's the $1 million question. I would like to think that somebody would pay me a lot of money, but in reality, they'll probably pay me about half of what I get in it.
That's usually how it is. So you think this is a $50,000 car? Or more?
I would like to think so, but it really probably, yeah, it might be.
I'm thinking when you're done with this car, being a car guy that I am, you should get between $50,000 and $65,000 for it if it's done right, and the car looks professional. What really counts though, Mitch, what really counts, you know, I know you did a great job on the frame, brake lines, this, that, and the other, and, you know, it looks beautiful when you're looking at it in the bare bones situation, but the paint job of that car is what's really gonna be the kicker. That's the first thing people look at. This right here isn't even on their mind until you actually drag them into it and you start talking about it. If the paint job ain't done right, the car ain't gonna be worth shit. How much did you give for this car, Mitch? Be honest.
How much did I pay for it?
Yeah.
I paid $14,000.
$14,000.
Yeah.
Do you think if that paint job on that car would have been more professional than it is, and it gave more of a gleam out there and said, wow, look at this thing, it would have brought more money?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
I would think just with a paint job, that guy could have probably got 25 for that.
That's right, dude. Keep it straight, do it right, and that's the only way to do it. I like your shop, dude.
Thanks, bud.
Quonset Hut, great place to be. We'll see you later, Mitch. Take it easy, buddy. But we forgot to get everybody's angle here. You're a YouTuber guy. You're trying to be.
Well, yeah. I don't. It's hard because I get so busy and it takes so long.
What's your YouTube channel, buddy?
It's Mitch the Plumber.
Mitch the Plumber. All you gotta do is look up Mitch the Plumber.
Yes.
Are we gonna see? You're not getting a lot of hits on your videos.
I know.
No, I've been pushing you on Facebook
so
and trying
ugly.
to, get on the social media angle. You got to, advertise a little bit,
I
buddy.
know. I'm a social media guy.
That's all right, dude. It'll work out, okay?
I understand.
All right, let's get some more videos up there. Everybody wants to see what's going on with Mitch the Plumber and his Corvette, dude. We gotta go, man. We got a fucking septic tank to put in, all right? All right. See you later.
Thanks for watching D.I.Y. Automotive School. Classes don't stop till you know everything.